are you optimistic about the new talent that has, just taken the, she's just a rock star, Katie Porter. Are you like super optimistic that she's going to be? I mean, when you see clips like this of Katie, I'm in love. I'm telling you guys right now.
Oh, you're talking about Katie Potato
she is,
Porter?
She is absolutely amazing. Rob, if you want to play this clip,
the potatoes.
This is when love at first sight. When she talks like you like this is a keeper. Rob, can you play this clip, please?
Love.
Get out of my fucking shot.
Oh.
She just talks dirty.
Yeah.
Talks dirty too. Get out of my
Okay, it does. Okay, you also were in my shot before that.
Now, this breaks my heart. What breaks my heart, Rob, if you don't mind playing the Harry Enton clip of what happened with her, percentages of what she could have done, because to me, this is a once-in-a-generation type of a talent. You don't find people like this. This is like Ohtani. This is like Aaron Judge. This is like an A-Rod coming through, and California is going to waste this incredible talent that they have. Watch the stats. 10,000% increase on Google searches. Rob, go ahead.
Hey, Laura, I'm looking around and I don't seem to see anyone in my shot over there. So I guess that makes me a little bit unlike Katie Porter, right? But look, the Katie Porter snappings, they have been heard around the world. And I think that Katie Porter's making history because she has potentially annihilated her chances to be the next governor of California, more so than any other candidate I've ever seen so quickly. My goodness gracious, what are we talking about right here? Well, let's take a look. Chance to be the next California governor. According to the Kalshi prediction market, Katie Porter's chances have fallen through the floor. Just 2 days ago, she was the plurality leader in the prediction markets at 40%. Now, get this, her chance has fallen by more than half to just 16%. My goodness gracious. Meanwhile, Alex Padilla, who's not even running for governor of California at this point, he's a sitting senator from that state, his chances have gone up through the roof from 10% all the way to 27%, nearly gone up threefold. Now, one of the big reasons why the prediction markets have moved so much on Katie Porter's chances to be the next governor of California is because people are really interested in this story. Take a look here. Google searches for Katie Porter at an all-time high, despite Katie Porter having a long political career. Get this, up over 10,000% versus just a week ago. And not so surprisingly, the top topic searched alongside Katie Porter at this point, interview. It turns out maybe you shouldn't snap at a local political reporter. But I'll tell you who else can't get enough of the Katie Porter story besides just the voters out in California and the people in the United States at large. It's Fox News. Fox News, if you have tuned in over the last 2 days, and you tune in a particular hour, there's a pretty good chance you're going to see Katie Porter. I mean, look at all of these segments that Fox News has been doing. Indeed, I looked it up. There have been segments featuring Katie Porter, get this, over 20 plus times over just the last 2 days alone. Fox News can't get enough of her.
Right here.
But the Katie...
So are you excited about her at least being your governor instead of Newsom? Like there's got to be a little bit of enthusiasm with her, though, no?
Hey, I'm interested to like a tater tot type level, not a full
Katie Potato.
Yukon Gold loaded steakhouse, chives, cheddar on the side, size. I'm gonna manage it at a
Can I change
level.
your mind at least like this? I mean, think about this here. When you think about somebody like this, in spring of 2006, I made mashed potatoes for dinner. This is her. Our oldest child, Luke, was sitting next to me in his high chair as I was getting ready for dinner. Petitioner looked at I think this is the husband's saying it?
That's the husband,
saying
yeah.
Petitioner looked at the potatoes in the ceramic bowl and yelled at me, "Can't you read the effing instructions?" She then took the ceramic bowl of steaming hot potatoes and dumped it on my head, burning my scalp. I am concerned for my safety and the safety of our children. Petitioner's behavior has only gotten worse, more unpredictable and unstable, and the outbursts of abuse and anger have increased.
I think this
now
is her
she's
ex-husband
resorting
saying this.
to making false allegations about me. Wouldn't you want somebody this tough to be your leader?
I don't want to be a hypocrite. I will be 100% honest. I don't care about bedside manner. I don't care about General Patton yelling at a guy to get up because he's got the shakes and get out there and fight. I love football coaches. I love generals. I don't care about someone wants to yell at their
That's what I'm
assistant.
saying. I think she's your type. She's
I don't care, and evidently single now as well. So
right.
I don't mind
Carolla.
any of that stuff. I was on to Katie Porter about 5 or 6 years ago because some bank, it was Washington Mutual or B of A or something, issued a statement sort of saying, like, save your money, don't buy, if you can walk to the restaurant, don't take an Uber, make your own coffee, don't spend $8 at Starbucks. And then she tore into the bank for suggesting people save their money.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this witch is nuts. She's nuts because it's the advice your grandfather would have said. Like if you said, I moved out of the house, I don't have any money, you go, stop going out to eat. Why don't you make yourself food at home?
Yeah.
Why don't you get a little exercise, take a walk, don't hire an Uber or a car. It was all grandfatherly, old school advice. And she, along with Liz Warren, dug into the bank and attacked the bank and said, why don't you pay your employees and blah, blah, blah. This is, I don't know how long. Is this like 5 years?
2019.
Okay, 6 years ago. So I found this out, and I was like, okay, this bitch is nuts. And I don't want her anywhere near the controls of government. So you want me to read it?
Go for it.
Okay, so they do a thing with Chase Bank, and they do something cute with your checking account, your savings account. So why is my balance so low? Bank account, make coffee at home. Don't you make food at home? Don't take a cab, walk, get some exercise. And so it's you having a talk with your bank account saying, I need more money in you, and your bank account's going, save. Here's some practical ways to save. She then writes back, hey, Chase, try paying your workers more. Families aren't spending frivolously. They're trying to pay rent. Okay, but that's not what they're saying. They're saying don't spend a bunch of money on sushi.
Yeah. Make
yourself food at home. So I was like, okay, she's dumb and she doesn't know what she's talking about. Liz Warren has to jump in. All the usual nut jobs. It's the most innocent. It's the most innocent thing the bank could say, which is save your money. Don't spend it on lattes and sushi.
I like that. Save that money.
Right, but she goes in on the bank and says that people are saving it for rent. And by the way, if you save money for lattes, you'll also have more money for rent. It could all go to rent. But anyway, she's a cow.
I want to ask.
But we won't have victims, and we gotta
Right.
have victims.
We gotta have
That's
victims.
a foundational.
Right.
That's a foundational playbook of the Dems and the Libs. I gotta have a victim. So if you see something like that, you have to flip it upside down and put the victims in a voting block. Try to get them free stuff and run to the.
Right, but I hated her 6 years ago after this.
You're old school. You're an early adopter on the hate train.
And the yelling at
Katie
the assistant part made me like her a little bit more. But I'm still angry over this.
Well, I have a question for Governor Carolla. I don't know if you announced it yet, but I think PBD is going to push for you because they do need some advocacy out there. My question is this: why should people care about California? Hear me out. You guys are all California guys, born and raised. You've lived there your whole life. I'm a Miami guy. You know how they say like 80% of people don't care about your problems, 20% glad you have them? I don't know where I'm at on California, but I'm certainly on. I really don't care.
Yeah.
And I know we talk about Newsom all the time. We talk about Katie Porter now. She's sort of the villain, the heel on Fox News. In my opinion, Katie Potato, she's a train wreck. So they're just going to highlight that. California's sinking. Doesn't affect me at all. They're moving everywhere. They say, don't California, not Texas.
Right.
I was in Miami this weekend. I was at this amazing, ridiculous house on the Venetian, like just mansion. I was like, oh, like these guys were all Silicon Valley guys that moved here.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why'd you move it? They're like, dude, we're done with that state. Let's be optimistic. Like Pat tries to do, Future Looks Bright. How do you get out of this mess? I know that the kid is in the, basement doing whatever the syringes. How do you turn the tide here? Because it seems to me that you guys won't change it, and the rest of the country really doesn't care about you guys.
Yeah.
Stay woke, stay broke, good luck. How do you fix this?
Well, first off, you said California was sinking because we need to put those caissons deeper into bedrock.
Exactly.
They're only
That's the
40
stucco.
feet into bedrock.
It's always
we
the
need to
stucco.
go
We know
50
that.
feet into bedrock.
Of course.
All right.
Limestone.
I was saying the other day, and you can tell me if you like this analogy or not. California is like an old Ferrari that has completely fallen into disrepair and it needs a restoration, but it's still a classic Ferrari. Like it's got the bones, it's got the lines, you know what I mean? if you have an old Pinto or an old Chevy Vega and it's rusting out, someone says junk it. But if you have an old Ferrari Dino or Daytona, someone goes, put 500 grand into it. Don't junk it because it was once something. And California has the topography and the bones to be something because it once was something. So there is an element of wanting to just walk away from it. But on the other hand, you wouldn't walk away from a classic Ferrari. You would invest. But now, who's going to rebuild it? Because no one is rebuilding it. It's just sitting out in the yard and getting rustier and falling apart every day. Every year that goes by, it costs another 20 grand to restore that Ferrari because it's getting worse, and now there's raccoons living in the trunk, right? So, those are Lamborghinis. Yeah. The point is it's worth saving. Yeah. Where's the will? Where's the shop that can restore it? And then who's got the will to restore it?
Because I agree with you on the Ferrari thing, or I know you're a Porsche guy, but how do you actually save it? There's homelessness, there's crime, it's everything, the regulation, everything you talked about. What are the solutions?
I think that the most ardent leftists and the most progressive and the most whoever from San Francisco or Los Angeles, eventually when enough homeless people pile up in front of their bay window and their car gets broken into enough and enough stuff burns down, eventually even they hit their saturation point, and they're not going to say it out loud, but they are going to start voting differently.
And then how long is that going to take? Because it seems
200 years.
Okay, a couple hundred years. Yeah. Well, good luck out there, California.
To you is, even if it's like this till the day you die and it doesn't change, you ain't leaving the state.
No, I am. I'm leaving.
Oh, are you really?
Yeah.
Where?
Moving in here.
Oh, yeah. Well, look, we got plenty of room.
Did you see? You didn't see the cot when you came in?
Let's go. Hey, don't you California my Florida, boy. Don't you leave that woke stuff in California.
Every time we do the Vol conference, if you've attended, you know this. I stand up and I speak for probably 45 hours is what I do at the Vol conference. And I love it. I love being around the guys. I love it. But I wear the Ferragamo shoes when I do this. Or I wear some kind of dress shoes. Eventually, for the last 25 years, I've always been on stage walking around. I'm like, you know what? I'm sick and tired of it. I want a shoe that I'm comfortable wearing. And here's what I love. I don't like shoes that are so heavy. That's a dumbbell. You can use it as a weapon. I don't want that. Like the Xenia, you carry it. I have so many of them, but they're so heavy. Like you can literally curl the Xenia, the shoes, and you'll get a pump within 30 reps. And I wanted the combination of the Hoka, the On Cloud, the Super Foam, because there's a big thing going on right now with the Super Foam, where the bottom of the shoe, you wear it. You know which ones I'm talking about, the On Cloud or the Hokas, right? They're so comfortable. And I said, what if we take luxury and then combine it with the super comfort? What would that look like? And let's build it in Italy. So what do? We went to Italy. We designed the shoe in Florida. We made the shoe in Italy in five of the factories. We went back and forth, God knows how many times. And by the way, the shoes we're about to launch and introduce to you right now, where you're going to see the video for the first time, I've been wearing those shoes for the last 22 days straight. I'm wearing them right now. I literally wear it with suits. I wore it yesterday when we went to lunch. I wear it every single day. It's the most comfortable shoes I have, yet it's authentic Italian leather. Rob, if you don't mind playing the video, go for it. Here's the video of the latest shoe, the FLBs. When we set out to create a shoe that blends comfort, function, and luxury, we had the choice to make it fast. We had the choice to make it cheap. We chose neither. Instead, we chose Tuscany, Italy. We chose true Italian craftsmanship, each pair touched by 50 skilled hands. We chose patience, spending 2 years perfecting every detail, and we chose the finest quality at every step. Introducing the Future Looks Bright collection. Not rushed, not disposable, not ordinary. Rather, intentional, luxurious, timeless.
Boom.
There you go. Designed in Florida, 100% made in Italy. 50 hands touch each shoe that was made. And here's what's unique about it. I want to kind of show this to everybody that knows this. And I've worn pretty much every one of these shoes. So if you compare this, the Italian leather, of course, it's made in Italy. It's not assembled, made in China, assembled in Italy, 100% made in Italy, assembled in Italy. It's FLBs, Berluttis, which are $1,840, Ferragamos are $895, Xenias are $1,190, and Gucci's are $950. Leather premium lining, all of them except for Gucci. Laceless feature, it's the FLBs, the Berlutis, you have laces. Ferragamo's laceless. And then you have also the Xenias, and then the Guccis have the laces. I don't want to wake up in the morning, put laces on. I want to get out the house. Took me 3 seconds to put my shoes on today. Craftsman, 5 different Italian factories all made this shoe. Berlutis are the same as us, as well as FLB. But the only shoe, these trainers, the only one in the world today, according to the factories that told me this in Italy, that has the super foam, the only one that has the same super foam used in the On Clouds and the Hokas, it's the FLBs, and they're officially out, and you can place the order. Here's a challenge. We only have 1,000 of these pairs. And when you say 1,000 of these pairs, they start from size, I believe, is it 8? It goes 8, 9, 10, 10 and a half, 11, 11 and a half, 12, 13. Those are the sizes that we have. And the shoes that you can get today, the colors, you have access to, Rob, if you can go back there, you can have access to those browns, which is absolutely beautiful. And by the way, the brown on the bottom, the stitching on the side is a left stitching. If you can change the picture, and on the bottom it says the future looks bright. Look at the white lines on the side. It's beautiful. The only ones we have right now that you can get sent out today are the black and the browns. If you do want the white to pre-order, I would highly recommend you do so. They're going to come out the second week of December. So the white and the navy blue comes out the second week of December. The browns and the blacks are available. If you believe the future looks bright as much as we do, go place the order. There's nothing like sitting in the boardroom with your trainers and you put your feet over your knee and people look at the bottom of your shoe and it says future looks bright. That's how you get deals done. All right, so they're out. I'm excited to announce it, and I'm very happy for people to go sport it. When you get them, take pictures, send it our way. We're going to show all these shoes, all the pictures that are being taken. I already got a bunch of them sent to me on Instagram. Go to vtmerch.com, place your order. It's all over the website. Maybe buy it for your husband, buy it for your brother, buy it for your coworkers, buy it for your best salespeople if you want to let them know the future looks bright. If you enjoyed this video, you want to watch more videos like this, click here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click here.